So, in today's video I've had a lot of caffeine and I'm ready to work on the truck. I don't want to do the transfer case and I don't really want to mess with the fuel system, but that's what we have to do, so that's what we're going to do today. I don't know how much we're going to get done in this video. I don't know where this video is going to end, but let's see what we can do. Another video I got to make is tearing this down. I promised you guys that I would tear it down. I still will. I've just been focusing on getting the truck running, so I haven't really focused on that, but we're still going to tear it down and see exactly what went wrong. Also, we need to pull some things off of it today. We need to pull this and this off. We'll talk about that later though. First step is going to be the fuel rails. There's a debate that these fuel rails are not reusable or reusable. The reason that there's that debate is because on a lot of Cummins engines, fuel rails are not reusable, but on these ones, according to the Nissan dealer that I usually talk to, they say that they are reusable. So if we have an issue on fuel, we know exactly where to look. First fuel rail mounted. Fuel rails mounted. So a lot of the fuel lines will come from here and go straight to the injectors. And so I think we're gonna put the injectors next. This fuel line will go to like the filter, and then the filter will connect to these lines. I gotta get this chain out of here. Why do I still have that? When my dad had a Raptor, that was annoying because fuel lines on Raptors are rubber. So that causes some minor issues. One set of injectors in, that's what it looks like. Oh, I'm all zoomed in. That's what it looks like when you have just the injectors and one fuel rail in. Probably wondering how they go in 4 at a time. There's these little brackets that go on the little grooves in there on each. Very hard to do one-handed in film. But yeah, and so then that kind of keeps the two together, and then those brackets bolt in. So I got to remember to bolt them in. That'd be awkward if I forgot. Bolting them in also helps place the O-ring, so it's very important. So obviously these are not tightened yet. They're just hand tightened. I'm just putting everything in place. We're definitely going to tighten them down because who knows what could happen if you forgot to tighten these down. It's light rain, but the rain just started coming down immediately. Luckily this hood really did like it. Nothing gets wet inside here ever, so I'm not worried about it. Don't want to get these wet. I didn't have time to get the cables, the lines on. I think it'll be all right in there. My air compressor won't, or air compressor slash camber stand. Let me clean all this up, talk to y'all later. So while the rain is clearing up, let's go ahead and talk about today's sponsor, Decoy Wallets. Just like how the military uses camouflage and decoys, they're meant to throw off an attacker during the heat of the moment. So with that being said, they're essentially fake wallets. The reason that is because if someone steals your fake wallet, then they're pretty satisfied and they don't go after your real wallet and they don't go after you. If you were to order from Decoy Wallets, you could get a fake wallet for them to steal, and you could get an assortment of fake cards. In the event that a mugger or a thief does get your wallet, they go for the cash. And the thing about these cards here is that the cards make it seem like everything is legit. So whenever they take the cash, they think that they've got what they want, when really, you had your wallet the entire time. My personal favorite is the library card. I don't know why, I just like it. If someone asks you to hand over your wallet, you can simply hand over your Decoy wallet. I have all the Decoy cards that have some sacrificial cash, maybe a few bucks, to give you time to get away and them to move on with their day because they think they got what they want. So link is in the description. Go on ahead and check it out, guys. And I want to thank Decoy Wallet for sponsoring this video. Well, the rain never quite gave up, so days later, I never got this chain out. I said I would, and then I dropped the bolt. This fuel line is the one that connects there, like that. That's impossible to do one-handed. Okay, so that bolts in. You guys can see where that would bolt in. This little line clips there and there. Then the line goes on that one. Figured out the orientation that it goes in, but I gotta take the line out that we just put in because, well, it kind of keeps it from going in. Come on, this is so hard one-handed. And then take these little plugs off. Then we put the big fuel filter in, hooks up there, hooks up to these two. This is the high pressure fuel pump, then hooks up to those lines that go to the low pressure fuel pump and the tank. All these little fuel lines are connected over here. Big lines connected there. Feed lines there, and then fuel system installed. Let's get what we need off of this engine. This right here is a little grounding thing. It's where like the wires near the alternator ground to. That's gonna bolt in a second. Then this is the little EGR reroute thing that we made with the machine shop. It is just pure metal, so. Oh wow. Then the plug we had custom made. Yep, machine shop made that for us. Then we need this for the belts and stuff. I don't really remember exactly how this goes on. So I get more questions about this old engine than like any other thing. So make sure you guys subscribe so you don't miss next Friday's video. I'm gonna bolt in the first transcooler line. I'll torque that down later. Oh wait, I put 2 washers on one side. I think they're on for both sides. An interesting development. This wiring harness needs to be on this side of, see it bolts in there, it goes like that. Well, that's already bolted in and very, very, very difficult to get off, and the wiring harness is on the wrong side, so I cut it and I'm gonna solder it back into place where it needs to be. I took a gamble. I thought there's no way that these wires are not gonna be color coordinated. They were, so that's good. And then all the clips are in right in there, except for one that's way up there that's gonna be kind of difficult to get, but I'll get it. I'm gonna put that line back in because I had to take it off because I thought that I forgot something, but I didn't. So gotta put that line back in, then gotta bolt that line up on the block itself. After that, we have gear selector. Looks all right. Long story short, this is me trying to do the transfer case. It was really heavy. My jack wasn't really wide enough to grip it, so I couldn't get the right stability to do it. I was planning to do it, and then the rain started. You'll see at the end of the video, we kind of get cut short. But yes, the transfer case is sitting under a tarp. Alternator is on. Very difficult alternator job. It's just a lot of little bolts and very tight spaces. Anyway, this is the base of the clutch fan. So then this is the base where the fan actually bolts to. The clip that you guys just saw, I get cut off because I was in the middle of talking about the clutch fan, which is now over here. So it's threaded there and it's a massive hex there that I can't get off with any normal wrench that I have. So I'm going to bring it to my sister's house and my brother-in-law is gonna help me take care of it. We're gonna put it in a vise and we're gonna get it undone. That way we won't have to buy a new clutch fan, which would be $250. And so it's just a really hard thing to undo. So he says we're gonna use an air hammer and we have a whole plan and stuff. So, and maybe we'll be able to get it with a wrench without doing any of that crazy stuff. So that's the plan for the clutch fan. Anyway, back to the video where I get interrupted by the rain. It would not be a Titan engine installation, rebuild, whatever you want to call this series, video without rain. Kind of should have known it was coming. We got a lot done in this video. We did the AC compressor, we did the alternator, we did the little tensioner, we did a lot of little tiny things here and there like brackets and such. We did transmission wiring, we did all the entire fuel system, coolant lines. I wish that we could do more, but the rain's pretty much gonna kill us. Got a lot of other stuff to do today, so I'm gonna shift gears and I'm gonna end the video here. What this series is gonna be is pretty much videos in parts, just trying to get to the point where the Titan's running again. So thanks for watching this series. The next video will be out Friday. I'm gonna actually film that right now because I can film that in here because that is the engine teardown. I gotta clean the garage though. I'm pretty happy with how much we got done. And I'm also glad I didn't start the wiring harness because it's raining and I'm gonna be gone for 10 days pretty soon in the mountains. With that being said, thanks for watching the video. See y'all next time.